Hello. What's up? My name is Rachel. Thanks for coming. And if you're anything like me, you're really sick and tired of spending a lot of money on things you can make yourself. For instance, Halloween masks. I came up with this method like 3 years ago when my brother decided he wanted to throw a BioShock party. I was like, heck yeah, let me help you. So I thought the coolest thing would be is everyone could get a splicer mask when they came in. I started looking at the price of these masks. It's like $20 to $40 if you want to get one from like Etsy or something like that. And I was like, heck no, we can't be giving everyone $20 masks as a party favor. So I learned how to make my own, which brings us to this. Halloween is just around the corner. And you know, if you're stuck on what to do, if you're running out of time, you can make this mask, any mask you want, in 2 days, which is perfect because Halloween is just around the corner. Today I will be making the Marionette mask because my brother wants to be the Marionette for Halloween. Like I said, you can do anything you want. This tutorial works for any mask. Yeah, let's just jump right into it. Alright, we've got our setup. As you can see, we have 2 molding options. A cheap mask from the dollar store, nice little ninja face, and then we have my mold, which has old prosthetics I never used, but this is supposed to be a cheap tutorial, so we're gonna put this guy aside and we're gonna use our trusty ninja mask because you can literally do this on a mask from the dollar. And we've got a lump of clay. It was like $9, so depending on how much you're gonna make or whatever, you can use this and make as many masks as you want. Mask, clay. We're gonna mold the shape we want. An additional piece of the setup, we've got the reference picture for the mask. So in doing this, you want to look at details that you want to add into your clay mold. So like the cheeks are going to be important, and like the roundness of the face, all that. Really emphasize those details, and obviously I'm going to show you how to do that, but like, you know, just take note of the things you're really going to want to emphasize before you start. Let's go. Okay, that's looking good. I'm liking the eye shape, I'm liking the mouth, I'm liking the cheeks. So I just need to make sure I can see out of it. Oh yeah, it works. Alright, so I'm just gonna finish the forehead. Okay, so I think I got everything I wanted to do. I got the shape I like the mouth, I like the cheeks, the eyes, the little brow right here. So now I'm just gonna smooth it all out so we have a nice base, and then we paper mache. Okay, I think I'm finally satisfied. No more changes, no more like, oh, it's just one little thing. I think it's good. We've got the new setup. We've got the mask. We've got some paper, like newspaper, tissue paper, stuff like that to use the paper mache with. We've got the mixture, so I literally just do water and glue. It's 1 part glue, 1 part water, so I did a half a cup of glue, a half a cup of water. It still seems like it's not the right consistency, so usually I have to do a little bit more, so I'm just going to do that right now, of the glue. Make it a little bit thicker. There it is. Oh, alright, that should be good. So I'm just going to stir that. And then, yeah, like I said, we have this. And I'll show you how I do it really quick. Okay, the glue is a nice consistency. I'll just show you. It's like still kind of watery, but like thicker. So that's perfect. And we are ready to go. So, how you do it. We're going to take a strip of the newspaper. Ta-da. Dip it in the glue. And then I just do the one side. And then I kind of, with my fingers, rub it on both sides. This is a sticky job, just disclaiming that now. And then you just put it down on the thing, smooth it out with your finger. If it seems like a piece is coming up, dip your finger in the glue and rub it in the spot that's coming up. Boom. And then you do it again, a million times. Dip it in, spread the glue around, place the piece down. Yup. And then you do the whole thing, you let that dry, and you do another layer. So I'm going to do this first layer, and then I'll come back. Okay, I took a quick break, but I came back and finished the first layer. It's looking good. So now we can either be patient and let it dry, or we can speed up the process with a hairdryer. Okay, 6 layers later, we're done. It turned out a lot better than I thought it would. It turned out really good. I'm like kind of shook actually. I got the cheeks right. There's like a little like folds and stuff, but the next step is gonna take care of all of that. But yeah, I'm like pretty happy with how this bad boy turned out for sure. The next step, we are gonna need this. Move. We're gonna need the Rust-Oleum Ultra Cover Premium Latex Paint. So the latex kind of makes the mask. What it does is it kind of covers up all these folds, all the lumps, and it makes it look less paper mache and more like plasticky, which is really nice, and that's what we want. We don't want it to look like paper mache. We want it to look like a mask, like that, like we bought. So yeah, this stuff is magic. I got this on Amazon. Close to 20 masks with this one can. So this is gonna last you a while. So I have this brush, just a nice big brush. I just found this in the house. You can find something at Hobby Lobby or on Amazon, pretty similar. Just dip it in, take some of the excess paint off on the side of the can, and then you just apply the paint everywhere, in every nook and cranny, all over the mask. Yeah, you're gonna wanna get in the eye holes like this. Just wherever you put paper mache, lather it in the latex paint. Latex paint is on. We're gonna do that maybe 6 to 7 more times till we can get some of those folds and lumps out. If you see a little bit of cracking, I'm trying to see where there's some cracking. A little bit of cracking, that's okay. Once you paint like the actual paint over it, you're not gonna be able to see that. And yeah, that's the first layer. Okay, 6 coats of the latex paint later, we are finally done. It is actually the next day. You can see it's raining now. I did a bunch of layers last night, but I didn't get as much done as I wanted to because I was lazy. The 6 layers are done. As you can see, now it looks like super plasticky instead of like newspapery. The folds are all gone and stuff. Like it's harder to tell that this is in fact paper mache. So I love that paint. Magic. Well, next it's time to take the mask off the mold, which is my least favorite part. So let's get this frickin' done. Okay, so the best way to take this off is we've got some scissors here. Alright, so we're gonna take the scissors. You can do this with a knife too. I'm just too lazy to go get one, so. And you just cut a line down the mask. It's gonna separate where it's just paint and mask from like the actual paper mache. Hopefully. I am very much struggling here. You want to kind of like dig under and prop it out like that. Wedge it away from the mask, the ninja mask. Whew. I didn't say this part was easy, okay? In fact, I said it was my least favorite part, so we'll get there. As you can see, I'm really digging in here, really trying to separate it as much as possible before trying to peel, just so it's easier. Okay, so I went all the way around. So I think it's time to start trying to peel it. If it bends up a little bit, it kind of bends back, so don't worry, but yeah. Aha! Oh! It's off. It's off. So now I gotta peel all the clay out. Okay, she's all clean. No more clay. I mean, there's some residue, but it's really hard to get it all out. I would just, like at this point, I'm like, good. Here's the pile. Pro tip for getting the clay out, use a spoon. I was having a miserable time, and then I just went downstairs and grabbed a spoon and scooped it out, and it was so freaking easy, so I'm kind of mad I didn't do that earlier. She's good, she's clean. So next we're going to trim off the grossness and just clean it up so you can see there's some clay on it. And I'm going to show you how to fix the little rip I made on top, so let's do it. Okay, so I went downstairs and grabbed a different pair of scissors because these ones are terrible and disgusting and suck. So we're using these guys. Just going to trim off the excess. Make it a nice smooth line. Okay, these inside pieces are a little trickier to get, but you can also just go like this. If it's just the latex you're trying to get off, you can just pull it off. If it's the newspaper, I'm not going to be able to do that, so just keep that in mind. You can also fold it back if it's just the paint, like that. To fix this, I should be able to just cover it in the latex paint, like a nice thick layer of it though. Just a big glob where the crack happened. And then I just let that dry. And that should fix it. Maybe even put some in there just to seal it off. Perfect. Okay, so I think I'm gonna paint the inside with the latex just so we get rid of all the newspaper look. And I'm gonna clean up the front a little bit, get some of the clay off. Okay, inside is mostly dry. I'm getting impatient though, so we're gonna let the rest of dry while I paint the front. The crack turned out pretty nice. If you really want to repair it nicely, you do more layers of paper mache and then more layers of the latex paint again. But let's face it, I'm not going to be doing that. But if you guys are perfectionists, then I would go ahead and do that. But yikes, guys. I can't. But it's okay. It's just not me. So the next step is to paint it. I grabbed some paints. I think I'm going to need yellow, red, purple, and maybe even white. I might want to cover up because the latex paint is so glossy, I might want to cover up with a little bit more of a matte white to make it a little less shiny. So I got this. I know these are super tiny, but I'm working with what I got here. So this is what we got. Gosh, it's coming together. All the details are done, but I think I decided I want to paint the lip part that I couldn't really cut off black so it blends in nicer. Same with maybe the eye sockets. And then we're going to do that. But it's looking so good. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. All right. it's done! It turned out so good. I'm so happy with it. I put the string on. I literally took the elastic from the ninja mask, snipped that baby off, and hot glued it to mine right there and right there. You can use anything though. You can use string, ribbon. I've taken 2 pieces of felt, like strips, glued them to each side and tied them in the back. So there's a lot of different methods you can do. You can get elastic at Hobby Lobby though if you want to do the elastic thing, or you can take it from your ninja mask, whatever you want. So yeah, that's how I did that. And this is the final freaking product, guys. How do I look, huh? Eh? I think it's awesome. I'm really excited with how it turned out. And y'all can do this too. Any mask you want. Doesn't have to be the Marionette, like I said. I did this with a ton of Bioshock masks. And I've done it with like hats and stuff. You can make anything. It's awesome. The possibilities are endless. Well, that's actually all I have right now, guys. So thanks for checking this video out. I hope you learned something. I hope you learned how to make a mask really quick, even though it took me 3 days. It doesn't have to if you're not lazy, okay? And if you use this method, let me know. Send me pics on my Instagram right here. Or if you want to see my own creations of costumes and face paint and makeup, check out this Instagram. And yeah, let me see what you guys create. Let me know if you try it out. It's super simple. That's why I love it, and it's also super cheap, okay? I already had all the materials, so I spent $0, but I think originally maybe I spent 20 bucks on everything, and I've made tons of masks with this method already, and other things. So yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you stick around. Check out my whole other 2 videos I have. Have an awesome rest of your day. Peace out. Also, everything I used for this video will be linked below, so you can buy the stuff you need and make your own masks.